Is Urban, let me ask you, is Urban enjoying himself this year, in your mind?
I think so. Coach is coach. I know he's been dealing with headaches and stuff, but to be honest, I haven't really noticed a change or anything like that. He loves Ohio State, loves us, and we can definitely tell that.
Hey, Jordan, Urban said today he thinks you guys have gotten the tackling problems fixed over the last week. What did you guys do during the bye week to tackle that issue?
Pun intended.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of it has to deal with angles, so we work on that kind of stuff, and we've done a lot of tackling drills too, just live tackling as well. So yeah, that's really helped.
You said in the past you're one of the better guys with angles. Do you talk to your teammates about those? You know, the need to be where you have to be every single moment.
Oh yeah, it's important, but I also think it comes with just experience, knowing where to be and stuff like that. So yeah, but this week I see a big improvement.
Is Saturday afternoon do you look at it as sort of a test for you guys again to prove to folks that y'all have gotten some things figured out, Jordan? I mean, you going into a game like this, obviously Nebraska's got a pretty good offense, going on right now, but do you feel like you're kind of like taking as a team, taking a test again,
Yeah, I mean, every Saturday that we play is a test, but really we're not really concerned with the outside noise. We block all that out and just worry about us.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just proving to ourselves.
Jordan, how did you guys use that off day? Some guys probably needed to get fresh, but you guys were also leading Purdue saying you needed to fix stuff. Mm-hmm. Were they like training camp practices? Were they normal practices? How did you guys manage it?
I would say normal practices, but I'll just say the intensity and was definitely, you can see just a little change.
Is it possible that a loss can be a wake-up call, or add some of that urgency back in for you guys? If maybe that's not the way you view it, but
yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's what it does. But to be honest, before I think our urgency was really good too. It just you see it just took on a whole nother level.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Jordan, Coach Shiano last week was talking about the missed tackle. Just seemed like couldn't believe how many you guys had against Purdue. Was there something in particular about Purdue? Was it like chasing Rondale Moore? Was it something in that game that led to so many missed tackles, or was it more of a problem with the defense that you had to fix, or was it just like trying to game plan against them?
Well, obviously, Rondale Moore, he's a very talented player, but I would say the game was feeling bad, and I think a lot of guys put a lot of pressure on themselves to try to go make plays and stuff like that, and I think that's where a lot of the missed tackles came from. I don't think it was any thing about scheme or anything.
Okay. Like when you get behind a little bit and then you're trying to maybe blow somebody up, or you're
right, like you try to do too much sometimes.
Okay. So how do y'all settle that down going into this week? I mean, what's the watchword, I guess? I mean, about not playing that way,
It's really just doing your job, and when you have an opportunity to make a tackle, go make it.
Yeah. When you watch Nebraska on video, Martinez seems to be getting more healthy by the minute, their quarterback and stuff. What just jumps out at you about them offensively? He's a dual threat guy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, the quarterback he can do it all. Throw, pass. Throw and run.
Yeah.
And then the receivers are really good too. So running backs. So we definitely got a big challenge on Saturday. When
you've got a guy like that, like Martinez, that can get to the edge on that option, where they run they've been running a lot more option the last couple of weeks and stuff. What's just you as a safety? What do you have to keep in mind on those kind of plays?
If it gets to me, go tackle it. Really, I don't think too deep into it, but
yeah. But it's really, more of a responsibility, kind of like for each player, like you're talking about a while ago, right?
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about option and stuff, that's mostly like our linebackers and D-line and stuff. But I mean, if it gets to me, go make the play.
J.D. Spillman, the kid, the wide receiver, good return guy too. What just jumps out at you about him, Jordan, from your vantage point?
Oh, well, last year when we played them, I was playing nickel the whole first half. So, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with him. He's really talented. I think he was a freshman last year, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, really talented guy, quick and fast. So yeah, we definitely got to keep our eyes on him.
Jordan, you guys have always talked about how you have to treat each game the same and take it 1 week at a time. Was there any part of, for you all, that Billy Price talked last year that you could go out and win some rings after the Iowa game? Is there any talk about that still being on the table for you guys this month, going out and winning a championship?
Well, yeah, I think as a defense, we're looking at the rest of the season as just a clean slate, just a 4-game season, and really just taking it as that. We can't change the past, but we could definitely control our future. So.
You said you played nickel against J.D. Smillman last year. What, if for whoever's going to play nickel against him, primarily play against J.D. Smillman, who would you say, or what kind of things would you, in terms of advice, what would you give to guarding a guy like J.D. Smillman?
I would say he enjoys space, though, so don't give it to him, basically.
Are there a lot of similarities between Purdue's offense and Nebraska's offense in terms of what they make you guys do?
I mean, I feel like just college, like every college football offense just gives you similar problems. They try to spread you out and make you make one-on-one plays. So yeah, we just got to be ready for that.
Nebraska has enough skill to obviously make things difficult for you guys, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, really good players.
When you hear the name Alex Grinch, what kind of comes to mind? Like, what's Coach Grinch kind of brought to the table for you guys this year?
Man, I'll say, whenever it comes to mindset, he's who I go to just to get my mind right. I don't know. He just always hits you with something like, it's like, wow, yeah, like I needed that. So yeah, he helps me a lot, and in terms of technique and scheme, like he has all the answers too. So yeah, really valuable.
It's his first year here, obviously. Did you guys click right away, like you and Coach Grinch, or did it kind of take a while?
Yeah, I mean, we met a few times just going over like my film of last year, and then right off the bat, I just saw how knowledgeable he was, and just like I said with the mindset stuff, like he was already talking to me about that kind of stuff then. So it's really just progressed, and I love it.
Jordan, what do you see in Nebraska's offense? What do you think are the biggest ways to challenge you guys?
I think they just have so many ways they can attack you. So from the D-line to the linebackers to safeties and corners, we all have to be ready. It's a big test.
Sean Wade's been moving around, corner, nickel, safety, a little bit of everything. How do you feel like he's playing, especially trying to do so many different roles?
I really think he's coming along. Whether it's at safety, nickel, corner, I mean, he can really do it all. He's one of our most versatile guys on the whole team. So he's just got to keep going.
What are your thoughts about the uniforms this weekend?
Oh, I love them. Just a little change up, something fresh, and they look good to me. And I'm ready to see them in person though, and put them on for sure.
2 more questions.
What do you think are the specific things that you guys need to do better as a defense to really show progress coming out of the bye week?
Just doing your job and finishing plays. That's all I can really say. Yeah.
Do you think that's what's led to the big plays against you guys? People not doing their job, people not finishing their plays?
I'd say yeah. I mean, it's a combination of stuff, but I think that's a big part of it.